If you're about to spend six figures on a flagship luxury sedan, the 2026 BMW 7 Series might look like the ultimate statement. But before you sign that check, you need to know what living with this car is really like, because the problems aren't obvious until it's too late. This is the 2026 BMW 7 Series, BMW's most advanced, most tech-loaded, most ambitious sedan in America right now. And while it's undeniably impressive, it's also one of the most complicated luxury cars you can buy. Let's break down the real ownership experience. Why the 2026 BMW 7 Series matters in the US. The BMW 7 Series has always represented the peak of what BMW can build. In the US, it competes directly with cars like the Mercedes-Benz S-Class and the Audi A8, vehicles bought by executives, entrepreneurs, and buyers who want the best. For 2026, the 7 Series continues with multiple powertrains: turbocharged inline-six, twin-turbo V8, plug-in hybrid 750e, fully electric i7 variant. On paper, it's nearly perfect. Massive curved display, rear theater screen, air suspension, hands-free driving tech, premium materials everywhere. But when you move beyond the showroom, that's where things get interesting. Problem number 1, overwhelming tech complexity. The biggest issue with the 2026 7 Series isn't reliability, at least not at first. It's complexity. BMW's latest iDrive system looks stunning. The curved display is futuristic. The rear 31-inch theater screen is impressive, but for many owners, especially those upgrading from older luxury sedans, the learning curve is steep. Common ownership complaints include too many sub-menu layers, climate controls buried in touch menus, gesture controls that don't always respond accurately, software glitches after updates. Luxury buyers in the US expect technology, but they also expect it to work seamlessly. When you're driving a $100,000 plus sedan, you don't want to reboot your infotainment system like a laptop. And here's the bigger concern: long-term software reliability. As these cars age, maintaining cutting-edge digital systems can get expensive and frustrating. Problem number 2, long-term maintenance costs. Let's be honest, this is not a cheap car to own. Even if the 2026 BMW 7 Series doesn't break often, when it does, it's expensive. Typical ownership realities in the US include air suspension components that can cost thousands to replace, advanced driver assistance sensors that are expensive to recalibrate, turbocharged engines requiring premium fuel and strict maintenance, complex hybrid systems in the 750e that add long-term risk. After the factory warranty expires, repair bills can escalate quickly. A single major repair could easily exceed $3,000 to $5,000. And if you're leasing, fine. But if you're buying and planning to keep it 6 to 8 years, you need to budget accordingly. Problem number 3. Depreciation is brutal. This is where luxury sedans quietly hurt owners. The 7 Series depreciates heavily in the US market. Historically, flagship German sedans lose value faster than SUVs. Why? Because buyers prefer SUVs like the BMW X7. Corporate leases flood the used market, and maintenance concerns scare secondhand buyers. A $110,000 7 Series can realistically drop tens of thousands in just a few years. If resale value matters to you, this is not a strong financial play. On the other hand, if you're buying used after depreciation, that's where this car becomes very interesting. Problem number 4, size and real-world usability. The 2026 7 Series is big, very big. In American suburbs, that may not sound like an issue, but in older cities, tight parking garages, and crowded downtown areas, it can feel like driving a luxury limousine. Owners often report difficulty fitting in narrow garages, challenging maneuverability in tight spaces, and high insurance premiums due to repair costs. Yes, it has cameras everywhere. Yes, it has parking assistance, but physical size still matters. If you're coming from a mid-size sedan like a 5 Series, this will feel like a significant jump. Problem number 5. The driving feel isn't what it used to be. This one may surprise you. The 7 Series used to be known as the driver's luxury sedan, but the current generation prioritizes isolation and comfort over engagement. Steering feel is lighter, the suspension is tuned for softness, the cabin is ultra quiet. That's great if you want comfort, but some longtime BMW enthusiasts feel the flagship has become more of a tech-focused executive cruiser than a true driver's car. If you're expecting sports sedan dynamics in a 4,800-plus-pound luxury flagship, you may walk away slightly disappointed. The honest truth: it's still an incredible car. Now let's balance this. The 2026 BMW 7 Series delivers exceptional ride comfort, one of the most advanced interiors in the segment, strong engine performance across the lineup, stunning highway composure, high-status presence. The cabin quality is top tier, the seats are outstanding, rear passenger space is executive level. If you spend a lot of time on highways, this car feels like a rolling private jet lounge. The problem isn't that it's bad, it's that ownership requires commitment. Who should buy the 2026 BMW 7 Series? You should consider it if you lease every 2 to 3 years, you want the latest technology available, comfort matters more than sporty driving, you value prestige and brand image, and you don't mind premium maintenance costs. For executives, business owners, or buyers upgrading from an S-Class or A8, the 7 Series absolutely belongs on your shortlist. Who should skip it? You may want to look elsewhere if you plan to keep the car long-term past warranty, you're sensitive to depreciation, you prefer simple physical controls, you want sharper driving engagement, and you're budget-conscious about maintenance. In that case, a certified pre-owned luxury sedan or even a high-end SUV might make more financial sense. Should you buy it? Here's the honest answer. The 2026 BMW 7 Series is not a bad car. It's not unreliable in a catastrophic way, but it is complex, expensive, and heavily depreciating. If you understand that going in and it fits your lifestyle, it can be one of the most comfortable, impressive sedans on the road. If you're stretching your budget to afford it, this is the wrong car. Luxury at this level is about comfort and confidence, not financial stress. The 7 Series remains one of the most advanced luxury sedans in America, but owning one is very different from admiring one. If you're shopping in this segment, make sure you test drive it, explore the menus, and think about your long-term ownership plan, not just the monthly payment. Because with cars like this, the real cost shows up after the excitement fades. If this breakdown helped you make a smarter buying decision, consider subscribing. We review vehicles the way real owners experience them, not just how they look in press photos.